Every year, Americans throw away enough paper, plastic cups, forks, and spoons to circle the equator 300 times. The benefits of recycling can be monumental. Recycling turns materials that would otherwise become waste into valuable resources. Recycling is a three-step process that turns materials that otherwise would be considered waste, sorting and processing recyclables into raw material such as fibers, manufacturing raw materials into new materials, and purchasing recycled products. My name is Candace Borland, and I'm here today to tell you why recycling is a simple but very effective way to help save the environment. Helping you to understand why taking a few extra minutes can ensure a great impact is made on the environment for the greater good. Collecting used bottles, cans, and newspapers and taking them to the curb or to a collection facility is just the first in a series of steps that generates a host of financial, environmental, and social returns. First, I'm going to start off today by telling you what all can be recycled. Then, I'm going to tell you how this saves our environment, energy, and natural resources. Then the last item I'll touch on are the benefits of recycling. Everyone should be aware that we can recycle papers, metals, and glass. We can also recycle items such as electronics, batteries, and styrofoam. Recycling these items will reduce landfill waste and reduce manufacturing cost, which will in return lower your purchasing cost. Electronics that are obsolete, broken, and destined for recycling or disposable are sometimes called e-waste. There are many chemicals and mineral elements in e-waste. A circuit board contains copper, gold, silver, platinum, and as well as lead. If recycled properly, this waste is a valuable source of secondary raw materials. American households are full of items we should recycle even if we can't put them into our recycling bins. Car batteries, products that use household batteries, incandescent light bulbs, and new CFLs, compact fluorescent lights, are some of them. CFLs contain mercury, which can be harmful to humans and the environment if not disposed of properly. Polystyrene is commonly used to produce packing peanuts, food tray cups, and bowls, as well as CD jewel cases and clear plastic cups. Although polystyrene products may display the resin identification code, this does not always mean they can be recycled, simply because most recycling facilities do not have the processing capabilities to accept them. Recycling is the #1 benefit that can be done to help preserve our environment, energy, and help save our precious natural resources. Most people know that recycling plays an important role in managing the garbage generated in homes and businesses, and that it reduces the reliance on landfills and incinerators. But recycling is far more than a local material management strategy. It is also known as an important strategy for reducing the environmental impacts of industrial production. Supplying industry with recycled materials rather than virgin resources extracted from forests and mines is environmentally preferable because it saves energy, reduces emissions of greenhouse gases and other dangerous airs and water pollution, and because it conserves scarce natural resources, greenhouse emissions are reduced by recycling. By reducing the amount of energy used by industry, recycling also reduces greenhouse gases emissions and helps stem the dangers of global climate change. This reduction occurs because much of the energy used in industrial processes and in transportation involves burning fossil fuels like gasoline, diesel, and coal, the most important sources of carbon and other greenhouse gas emissions into the environment. Curbside recycling alone accounts for an enormous reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. Recycling saves energy. Energy savings may be the most important environmental benefit of recycling because using energy requires the consumption of scarce fossil fuels and involves emissions of numerous air and water pollutants. The steps in supplying materials to industrial, including collection, processing, and transportation, typically use less energy than the steps in supplying virgin materials to industry, including extraction, refinement, transportation, and processing. But most energy savings associated with recycling occur at least once. It takes 95% less energy to recycle aluminum than it does to make it from raw materials. Making recycling still saves 60%, recycle newspaper 40%, recycle plastic 70%, and recycle glass 40%. Every pound of steel recycled saves 5,450 BTUs of energy, enough to light a 60-watt bulb for over 26 hours. Recycling just one can saves enough electricity to light a 100-watt bulb for 3.5 hours. Recycling conserves natural resources. Recycling is an important strategy in conserving the world's scarce natural resources. Recycling reduces the need for landfills and other disposable facilities, thereby allowing local lands to be used in more environmentally preferable ways. And by substituting scrap materials for use of trees, metals, minerals, oil, and other virgin materials, recycling reduces the pressure to expand forestry and mining production when 1 ton of steel is recycled. 2,500 pounds of iron ore, 1,400 pounds of coal, 120 pounds of limestone are conserved. Recycling to preserve those 3 resources will give you better understanding of the reasons we beloved recycled, because understanding why you should recycle can be a difficult task. On a larger scale, recycling could translate into huge reductions in our energy cost. Considering these facts, it costs more energy to manufacture a brand new aluminum can than it does to recycle 20. Therefore, taking a little extra time to recycle can have a great impact on our environment, ensuring we leave a happy, wonderful place for our children, grandchildren, and generations to come. Thank you.